morning guys, welcome back. This is part 4 of our weekends away in the Bailey Phoenix 650. We've just arrived on site here at Claverley. We're at Druids Wood, a tiny little CL just outside the village of Claverley, which is near Bridgnorth in Shropshire. We're all set up. There is only one other unit here and it's very, very peaceful. It's beautiful actually. It's only about 40 minutes away from home, so it wasn't too tricky getting here. That said, we've arrived on Saturday morning about breakfast time. We spoke to the site owner last night just to say that although we'd booked for Friday and Saturday, that we wouldn't be arriving until this morning, just because I didn't really fancy towing the caravan down some tiny little narrow lanes that are unfamiliar in the dark at about probably 7 o'clock. So we thought it'd be best to just speak to them, say look, we'll pay for last night, but we want to get on site for like 9, 10 o'clock Saturday morning, and that's what we've done. So we're just finishing off having some breakfast. We're then going to head up to Bridgnorth, have a wander around Bridgnorth, which is probably only about 20 or so minutes away from here. And then tonight we're meeting up with some friends who live in the village of Claverley. So these are friends that Kate's known for a long time. We went on holiday. I think the last time I saw them was when we went on holiday at the Alps, Alpe d'Huez. We stayed in the village of Bourg d'Oissons. We went there 7 years ago. No, the last time I saw them was at our wedding, which was 6 years ago. So it'd be nice to see them, and I guess this kind of video shows that another use that you can have of your caravan is just to go and see friends. You know, friends that you maybe don't catch up with all too frequently, but it shouldn't cost you the earth to do so. And this site here, although it's a CL, it is £14. It's not exactly the most amount of money, but nice that you can use your caravan as a means of a cheap, some cheap accommodation when you want to go and catch up with friends. So that's what we're up to today, and we'll see you guys shortly. Right, so a bit of a change of plan. Those girls were proper grizzly, weren't they? Mm-hmm. So they're having a lie down because they maybe need about half an hour just to recharge their batteries. We're going to go out and explore. Now this could either be really, really good fun or the worst idea I've had for a long time. Just round the corner from here there is a green lane, and I thought the car's filthy anyway. Let's go and have some fun. So yeah, fingers crossed this will be alright. So for those of you wondering what exactly a green lane is, so what we're looking for here is a byway open to all traffic. I've never really, well, I've done a tiny amount of off-roading before at a Land Rover off-road experience. Never in my own car, never like this, so I'm a little bit apprehensive. So we're going to go a short way down this byway, which happens to be open. See how we get on. If it gets too challenging, then I'm going to reverse out because I don't want to get stuck, certainly not with Finn. Not really got that much equipment to sort of be prepared. No shovel, no blankets, nothing like that. So it's not been raining too much, so hopefully it shouldn't be too muddy. So, we've just come into Bridgnorth. How did the girls sleep, Kate?
They didn't.
So Finn and I got back from our little tear round these muddy roads just to find that they were just about to go to sleep, but anyway. So, let's go into Bridgnorth and see what we can find. Morning guys and welcome back. So last night we had a bit of a catch up with our friends over in the village. We walked back and we didn't really film very much because we just wanted to spend some time with them. Not seen them for such a long time, or I'd not. Yeah, so it was nice just to catch up really. We've not really shown you much of the site, so this morning I'm going to show you this little CL. So here is our site. So this is a tiny little CL as I mentioned yesterday. So entrance is just here. The gated entrance there, which is padlocked, which is good. And then if I spin you round, this is the site. There's the motorhome there. Now that has been sort of cordoned off there with the barrier because the grass obviously is very soft this time of year. That motorhome actually got stuck, had to be towed out by the AA, which is not great. So just in the field behind me now, this is a dog walking area where you can exercise your dog. I'm not sure if they put tents on there or something and use this as a rally field or what, but there is that field there where you can exercise your dog. Maybe just have a walk, wander down, see what else is on the grass pitches. Now the one thing I do really like about this little CL is just how quiet it is. And our friends who moved, they only lived just about 10 minutes away from us before they moved house out to Claverley. They were saying, I said, you know, do you like it out here? It's a lot more rural than obviously where we live. And they said, yeah, it's so peaceful. He said it's almost like you drive out into the country and just feel like a... There is a bit of playing activity. I don't know if you can hear that or the mic's picking that up. We're not far from Wolverhampton Business Airport, or what's called Halfpenny Green. Yeah, but all in all, this is a really lovely little CL. But anyway, that's enough of me waffling on. Let's go and show you what the site entrance is like, because if you are going to come here, it's worth making sure that you double check exactly where you're going before you arrive, so that there's no surprises. Now just over here, this is the village of Claverley. You probably don't want to approach from that direction. So that's the site entrance. The roads into Claverley are a little tight, whichever way you sort of approach really. Now, I wouldn't recommend coming through the village because it is quite tight up there. We came from the other way, which I can't remember the village name that way, but I'll pop it down on the bottom of the screen here so that you know. Again, a little bit tight that way, and that's exactly why we didn't fancy doing it in the dark. It's been a great month out in the Phoenix 650. We've really enjoyed it. The layout is over and above what we've currently got. There are many positive points. We've got Kate and I in the course of the next week or so, we'll be sitting down to give a full breakdown of everything we've thought about the Caravan, what we really like about the layout, some of the things that we'd like to see changed. We really like coming away this time of year and using the Caravan when it is, some sites are a little bit quieter. I'm just going to pop the camera down on this little post. It is really lovely coming away this time of year when sites are a bit quieter, and you can just kind of get out. I mean, it's probably about 6 or 7 degrees. It's not really cold. The Caravan, the heating system on there is just brilliant, and we've just been joined by this guy. Hey, mister. Hey. I may bring the kids to come and say hello to the horses. Yeah, I think so. They are massive, aren't they? Don't shout. I think they're enjoying themselves. Don't keep moving it. Yeah, I'll pass it here. Watch, I'll show you. Watch. Anyway, that brings us to the end of this little series. We will do a bit of a summary, won't we, about the 650, but we were going to do that at home, I think. But thank you very much for watching this.
Yep. We'll see you later on the next one.
Hit subscribe if you've not already done so. Let us know any comments you may have. We always like to hear from our subscribers. So yeah, until the next adventure, which will be when?
Christmas.
Yep. We'll see you guys soon. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.